Good morning, everybody. How lovely to see everybody on a Friday morning. And I apologise profusely because I think the puppy is just about to go completely mad because there's some people in the garden. I'm really sorry if she starts barking. And I'll do what I can to stop it. If we could just start talking. It's Friday. Okay, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here. I've got a little girl looking in through my office window, which isn't really terribly helpful at the moment. Sorry about that. So, Friday morning, disgusting weather. Isn't it vile? And it's the end of October. That means it's real winter in a minute. It's horrible. I'm actually going away for 4 days next week because my husband's decided that I need to be away from here as quickly as possible. Hang on 2 seconds. Come here. Sorry about that. Right, so yes, I'm going away next week for 4 days, which is absolutely lovely. So I've got some peace and quiet, which is quite nice. A little bit overwhelmed trying to get everything done, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Anyhow, if you can possibly forget about the dog barking, then that would be great, although I know it's quite difficult. So today, we're going to talk about how to make more profit in your business, because it's all very well all these people talking about having six-figure businesses, which is absolutely wonderful, but that usually means a six-figure turnover. Now, if you increase your turnover, all you're going to do is increase your expenses. Increase your turnover, increase your expenses, still no profit for you. Where are you getting paid? Why are you losing out? So what I try to help my clients do, and anybody else do as well, is to increase their profit so that they're taking more, so that they're actually paying themselves what they deserve for all of the blood, sweat and tears that they put them through on their business. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about a few ways of increasing your profit. Quick, simple ways that actually you can implement so easily. I've got an ebook coming out in the next couple of weeks, which is exciting, about 5 ways to make instant profit. And my website's all been changed. It's really exciting. I now donate to a charity called B1G1, and it's basically you're doing good to give good, and you can choose which you can choose which particular donations you want to make. So I'm donating specifically to be able to help people train to run women to run their own businesses, and it's fabulous. It's amazing what you can do, and in my eyes, education is so important. So let's get back to the profit. So number 1, absolutely key, the quickest way that you can do it, and the majority of your customers probably won't even really notice that much, depending on what value you're giving them, is putting out your prices by 3%, at least 3%, preferably more if you possibly can. This obviously creates more profit. If you sell exactly the same number of products as before, or courses, or your services, or whatever, your turnover and your profits increase, but not your expenses necessarily. So that's a good way of putting them up. Decrease your direct costs by 3% or more. Now, anybody who's doing my one of my Profit First courses will know that we have to decrease our costs by a minimum of 10%. And there's a reason for that, so that we can start to take more profit. So if we can decrease our costs by 3% or more, get all of your suppliers, and I mean every single one of your suppliers, ask them for a better price. Ask them for what they are prepared to do for you. They'll want to keep your business, so they'll hopefully be able to give you a better price than they're giving you at the moment. If you can decrease your costs by at least 3%, you can make such a big difference to your profits. Sack underperforming suppliers, customers, and staff as appropriate. Well, yeah, I wouldn't say the staff actually so much at the moment, but the underperforming suppliers and customers, yes. So one of the things that we do on my on the 5 Days to Instant Profit course is that we talk about grading our clients and our customers. And I think it's really, really important to do this. So any clients that turn out to be your D clients, i.e. they're sucking up your resources, they're taking a huge amount of your time, and they're not really paying the fees that you want them to pay, or they're not buying the products that you want them to buy, whatever it happens to be, then either can you get rid of them, or do they have the potential to become higher up the grade, so further up towards the C or B level? Have a look at it. This is a really, really crucial one, actually. Rethink the way that you present your business. Start talking to your customers about what they get as a result from buying from you. What's actually left after that purchase? What benefit do they get? One of the ways of doing this is to send them all an email, and it says what's important to you. It shows them that you are really thinking about them. It shows them that you are concerned about what is important to you, or to them. Sorry, but also it helps you. So I'm just about to do this to all of my clients within the next couple of weeks. I did it to a few clients not very long ago, and the feedback I got was amazing. It was fabulous. So what it said was literally, it was a checklist, and then they could tick on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 to 5 actually it was in my case, what's the most important thing to you? Whether it was getting a response from me within 24 hours, or whether it was having a phone call instead of a Zoom call, or it doesn't matter what it is. It does not matter what it is. But then you can grade them according to that, and then you can make sure that in your CRM, you've got a note saying, John Smith, absolutely have to answer within 48 hours or 24 hours, whatever it happens to be, so that you know that whenever you're dealing with John Smith and he's sending you an email to say, could you just look at this, or what's happening with that, or whatever, then you know that you have to, it's really important to him that you answer within 24 hours. And I think it's really crucial actually to do. So rethinking the way that your business is presented is a very good idea. Sort out your proposition or your offer. What makes you different from the rest? We've all got to stand out from everybody else. And in these times that we're in at the moment, it's blooming difficult. It is blooming difficult to put yourself at a different level from everybody else. But actually, no, sorry, I'll rephrase that. I thought it was really, really difficult actually to do that, because I thought, an accountant's an accountant, surely. But then I started asking people what they wanted. And then I found out that actually, if I could proposition myself at a slightly different level from other people, and offer not just a different service, but a different way of doing the service, then more people were likely to come to me, more people were likely to stay with me. So what makes you different from the rest? Why should people buy from you as opposed to Mr. J Blogs down the road, whatever it happens to be? Be articulate with your why and your what of your business. This is absolutely crucial. I am an accountant with a heart. I help my clients make more profit so they can put more in their pocket. End of story. That is what I am here to do. That is what I am passionate about. Profit, 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 to me, is just the absolute be-all and end-all of running a business. If you've got the passion, then you're going to run your business. If you've got the know-how, then you're going to run the business. If you've got the sales, then you're going to run your business. If you've got the profit, then you're going to pay yourself. If you pay yourself, then you've got all the other things as well, because you can start to put them into fruition. Number 6 is get more leads. How can you get more leads? Advertising, Facebook adverts, Google AdWords, learn about social selling, low-cost marketing. What can you do in your particular field or your particular sector that is going to get more leads for you, more on your email list? I've never really understood how important this is until quite recently. Well, actually since the beginning of lockdown. And now being able to communicate with my email list on a weekly basis makes a huge difference. And not all of those emails are looked at by any manner of means, but my clients and the people who are on my list know that I'm there. And that, I think, is absolutely crucial. I think it used to be that somebody has to see your name or your advertising or whatever it is 7 times in order to be able to know, like, and trust you. And I believe that with social media now, it is something like 23 times, which is unbelievable, which is why we all have to put so much effort into our content creation and our beautiful looking photographs and videos and goodness knows what else. But it's crucial. So how can you increase the leads that you've got in your business? Get better at talking to people, asking for business and closing the sale. Now, until lockdown, I hated doing anything. Hello, Amanda. How lovely to see you. Anybody else who's on, please say hi, put a comment in the thing, give me a bit of love. It would be lovely. Before lockdown, I decided that I was never going to do a Facebook Live because they terrified the life out of me and I just didn't want to do it. When lockdown hit, I realized that I needed to be able to communicate with my clients foremost before doing anything else, before setting up any new courses or anything like that. I had to be able to talk to my clients. So I decided that the best way of doing this was to record a webinar about what they could claim through their businesses because of coronavirus, what grants were available, how they were eligible, etc. I then set up, after that, which was incredibly popular, I then set up a Friday drop-in clinic for my clients so that they could pop in anytime in between 10 and 12 on a Friday morning, and they could start to ask me questions, or they could listen to what other people had to say as well. Hey, Janie, how lovely to see you. They could pop in and ask me any questions that they had about coronavirus and what they were eligible for, etc. But without having to go through the hassle of sending an email and all the rest. They literally did just be on for a couple of minutes if they wanted to be. And I realized that actually doing these Friday focuses was actually really good fun. I really enjoy it. And from what people have said, I'm actually quite good at talking to people and hopefully getting them to understand and get a little bit inspired about their businesses. I think we've all fallen out of love of our businesses over the last few months because it's been so damn difficult. But hopefully getting to understand how we can make more profit in our business, even if we're just starting out, it makes no difference. Even if we have a tiny amount of income, it makes no difference. As long as we've got some income, then we can start to make a profit in our business. And once we can start to make a profit, we can start to fall in love with our businesses again. Point 7 is get customers to buy at least 3% more products. So do all of your clients and your customers know every single thing that you sell? Because if they don't, you need to tell them. Point number 8 is stop them leaving. This is really crucial, actually. Can you run a customer survey right now? Well, after we've gone, obviously, I don't want you to leave now. Simply talk to your existing and your past customers about what you can do for them, why they left in the beginning. If it was a contentious leave, then probably don't go there. But if it was, well, actually, do you know what? I thought I was going to get a better service somewhere else, but I'm really not actually getting a better service, and I don't really like it. You might well get them back. But not only that, you may also get them to recommend other people who can come. Point 11, collect your money quicker. Now, the majority of people these days seem to be able to collect their money immediately because they've got little handheld credit card machines, or people pay by backs or Stripe or whatever it happens to be. But that doesn't always happen in a business. And quite often I see that people are waiting, some businesses are waiting for over 60 days for their clients to pay them. That's not good enough. That is not good enough. Is there anything that you can do to set up a Go Cardless system or something like that so that they're on direct debit? It makes life easier for them as well because they don't have to worry about it. It's one less admin thing for them to do. It's a really good way of doing it. Paying your suppliers slower. Now, having just said that if you are waiting for your debtors to pay you quicker, wanting them to pay quicker, and then paying your suppliers quicker, I don't mean all the little people. I do not mean the little people. The little people are the people who we've got to look after, the other small businesses who we work with, the subcontractors, the freelancers. It doesn't matter who they are. I'm talking about the big people, the big people. Instead of paying them the minute that their invoice arrives, whether that's Vodafone or British Gas or whatever it happens to be, pay them on the last possible day. the last possible day. They would do it to you, so why not? So I'd like you to think about 3 things that you can do now, which will cost you nothing, that you could do to get existing customers to talk about you. Doesn't matter what it is. You can put something on your Facebook page or in a Facebook group. You can ask people questions. You can set up a poll. You can ask people to answer a question with a GIF or whatever it happens to be. It does not matter what it is. Don't procrastinate. Procrastination is, well, as I recently found out, is what's holding me back with a great deal of things. But the faster you make that tough decision and you get on with it, the sooner you'll get the positive results. So take massive action. What are the 3 things that you can do right now, which will cost you nothing, but could get you more, your existing customers talk about you? Could you get them to refer you? Could you contact them and just say, do you know 3 more people that you could put me in touch with who might be able to use my services? It doesn't matter what it is. Come on, we've all got to fall back in love with our businesses. Please, let's get this blooming country going again. We've got to sort this out. Otherwise, we're going to all have no businesses, and there's no point in that. So on that note, I'm going to go now. Have a fabulous weekend. As I say, I'm not here next week, but I will still be here to do a Friday Live. And I can't even remember. Oh, it's about stress next week. Stress and money. So come and join me. It'd be lovely to see you. Thank you all so much. Have a fabulous weekend. Bye.